straightaway right now. In the main grandstands off to your left, the white line. They're briefed in the driver's meeting. Come to that white line side by side as close as possible. Rich Buback, one of the local boys that lived here in the Knoxville area for many, many years now. On the pole, picking the pace up, Rick Reed. And again tonight, we're starting off early with the low side that's very fast and the top side is very fast. They haven't created that one groove yet. Gate takes the lead on the front side. Rich Buback. Moving up on the inside, the young man from California, the Coelho car number 6, Brian Coelho, now takes over third place. Randy Martin, a former 360 sprint car champion here at Knoxville, now takes over fourth. The top 8 cars go to the C-Main, the top 8 cars. And every one of them wants to be in that top 8. They're looking down the line. There's only 11 cars out there, so they got to run. They got to beat 3 people somewhere along the line. Right now it's Donnie Gate and Rich Buback, Brian Coelho out of California, Randy Martin, Jeff Johnson, Dave Eckert, and Scott Grissom. Howie Gleason holding that final transfer spot. The top 8 go to the back of the C-Main. And it looks like they're all doing that, Larry, trying to hold that safe spot. We're in the top 8. We get to run the C feature, so don't tear it up. Spread out completely around the speedway now, spaced out well. Everybody's safe and running good. Here comes a 4-car race. White flag for the leader. White flag, 1 to go. Donnie Gate in the 27 car now on the last lap. Rich Buback running second. Coelho still running third. Randy Martin fourth. Jeff Johnson still fifth. Down this time with a checkered flag.
Start. You know that these guys aren't going to stay back there very long.
Whitworth jumps out into the lead right off the bat. He opens up a big half a straightaway down the back straightaway. He just got off that corner. He got a hold of the cushion coming off of turn number 2 and jumped away from everybody. But look at Steve Kinzer already up in the 4th spot just in front of Lance Blevins. Jeff Patrician now in 2nd spot. 63 car of Randy Nygaard now in 3rd. Watch Steve Kinzer. He's going to go to the bottom. Oops, got blocked. Not for long. Dude up on the cushion. Now he runs into 4th spot as Kinzer comes up, moves into 2nd. Looks like it's going to be the Dude and Steve Kinzer heading towards the front. Now then we're going to see Kevin Whitworth. He got a great start. He got to jump way out in front of everybody. Now can he hang on as Steve Kinzer and the Dude both run right up on the cushion. Now Steve runs down in the middle of the racetrack. It looks like he found a little place down there that got a great hole coming through 3 and 4. Steve Kinzer's tried every place on the racetrack. That time he went clear to the bottom, slid across the slick part of the racetrack. Didn't seem to be quite as fast. Greg Delansky now moves into 4th spot, going into turn 1. He's moved all the way from the back of the field. Now then he also has a chance, but look at Steve Kinzer down in turn number 3, side by side. Did they touch? I don't think so. He didn't give him any room though. I bet Whitworth's heart got started. Yellow flag is out, so Steve Kinzer's going to negate that pass that he made. Nygaard down there in the 63 car on the inside of the racetrack, down in turn number 3. Let's watch Steve Kinzer. He tried to get that move down on the bottom, but Whitworth was expecting a move down there, but it didn't do any good as he went right on around. Now Lasowski goes to the bottom. He's going to go around. Delansky tries to do the same thing. He kind of got blocked by Whitworth, but he goes around going down the back straightaway. With Steve Kinzer out front, the dude has his work cut out for him. Here comes Randy Hannigan. He has just moved into that 4th and final transfer spot. Now Lance Blevins is the guy kind of left out. He and Whitworth are going to see if they can move up and take that final transfer spot. Steve Kinzer seems to be holding his own. Danny Lasowski doesn't seem to be gaining on him. They've all moved up to the middle of the racetrack, or a little above. Steve Kinzer running right off the cushion, Lasowski right against the cushion. Randy Hannigan hanging on to 4th spot, but Kevin Whitworth not letting him get that far ahead. The white flag out this time around. One more lap for Steve Kinzer. Danny Lasowski still in 2nd. Delansky still holding on to 3rd. Lance Blevins making a move for that 5th position, but he still has to gain one more, and there's only a half a lap to go. Checkered flag, and Steve Kinzer is the winner. Danny Lasowski in 2nd, Greg Delansky runs 3rd, and Randy Hannigan takes the 4th and final transfer spot.
Yeah, Greg Hodnett stole the audience 2 years ago. He started the back of the C and he won it. Come to the back of the B, got there, got in the A main and finished 5th. And that's what a charge. We haven't seen it. All right, Doug Clark on the flag stand looks him over. Justin Vi, the youngster on the front row inside, ready to pick the pace up. We're under green. Justin Vi takes the lead into turn 1 around the outside. Kenny Hansen down on the inside. Wolfgang's on the move quickly. Justin Vi right now has the lead. Kenny Hansen, here comes the Wolf. Kenny Hansen, Justin Vi, Wolfgang down low to the inside. A near miss going in turn 1. Manny Rockhold hanging on to that 4th spot. The 91. Greg Hodnett, the 11, is on the move. Here comes Jeff Swindell. Wolf takes over 2nd. Up on the inside, Greg Hodnett takes over 4th place. Here's the race to the lead. Kenny Hansen and Doug Wolfgang, both from South Dakota. Terry McCarl slow working his way through down the back side, and Wolfgang takes the lead. It's Wolfgang, Hansen, Greg Hodnett now closing up. John Surnett's on the move, taking over 4th. Terry McCarl apparently has a major steering problem. He's wobbling on the straightaways. Got a piece of the wall early in the last lap. McCarl still on the move, but not at top speed. Wolfgang, your leader. Greg Hodnett running 2nd. Kenny Hansen's 3rd. John Sarnett running 4th. Jeff Swindell not yet in a transfer spot. Nobody wants to run the B main. They want to make the feature out of it. Jeff Swindell on the inside of Sarnett. Jeff takes over 4th place. John Surnet, Justin Vi, Terry McCarl, Manny Rockhold, and Sarah Fisher. Steve Beitler bringing up the rear. He knows he's got his hands full. And Terry McCarl getting up on the inside of Justin Vi. Vi dropping a lot of smoke out of the left bank of that engine. In fact, I believe he just tossed the engine. If we can get him off the track, get him up off the inside, he'll be okay. Green flag will stay out. That break for the youngster out of Illinois. White flag will be coming out indicating 1 to go. 1 lap remaining. Fighting to make that A feature tonight, down this time in the checkered flag. Race fans, welcome back Doug Wolfgang.
He's a track champion here at Knoxville, so he's got as many laps, if not more than anybody at this facility.
Well, laps, as we said, are a big, very important part of this race. Green flag is out. Lee Nelson jumps into the lead, going into turn one. Hindy up on the high side. Oh, on the outside of him, Dale Blaney didn't have much room up there, but he took the position. Now then, look at that. He splits two cars down there into the lead. Dale Blaney, he's tall enough to walk around those cars. He's a big, tall guy. He used to play professional basketball, but right now he's doing what he does best as he blew by everybody and into the lead, pulls away down the back straightaway. Look at Hodenschild. Oh, he gets caught up down there. Three other cars in that crash. Hodenschild started under those cars. One of them got sideways. He caught him with the front end and spun. Everybody else spinning, trying to get out of that mess. Watch Joe Gertie and Jack Hodenschild, both involved in that incident, going to be trying to move their way through there very quickly. They want a chance to get the points. They want to win the race. And you're not going to see Jack Hodenschild waiting as he heads for the high side right away. Doesn't make it work, though, as Dale Blaney pulls out into a big lead. He got blocked up on the top. He couldn't move down. As now Joe Gertie goes to the bottom. He gets one spot. Oh, Hodenschild way high off of four. Got over the cushion, almost into the fence. Meanwhile, Blaney's pulled out into a 10-car length lead over Randy Smith. Joe Gertie moves to the bottom side. Now he goes into the fifth spot. Now he goes past one more up, at least one aside of him. No, he does not make it, so he still has one spot to gain to make that fourth spot and transfer into the A main. Hodenschild seems like he's having a little more trouble than he was that first start. He got a tremendous start, got around a lot of guys very early. This time it's coming a little more difficult. This time he goes right to the bottom of the racetrack, slides up to the cushion, gains that spot. Joe Gertie, on the other hand, stays right to the bottom of the racetrack all the way around the corner. Dion Hindy around Smith into second place. Now Gertie moves into that fourth and final transfer spot. Hodenschild right on his tail, though, preferring to use the bottom side and the middle side of the racetrack. Dion Hindy and Blaney using the cushion. Those are the two guys that are up on top. They're running first and second. Gertie seems to be the main guy out on the racetrack using the bottom. He and Smith right in front of him. He's going to have to go to the high side if he wants to go around Smith. Hodenschild, meanwhile, seems to be stuck back there. He's running up top. Now he moves down to the middle of the racetrack, up against the cushion coming off. Now he's got to run going into third corner. That seems to be his favorite spot to pass as he uses the low side up to the high side to the top. Gertie now in third, Smith running in fourth, Hodenschild gaining. He's going for that fourth and final transfer spot. Now in the Hod is in the fourth and final transfer spot, but he wants more points. Meanwhile, Dale Blaney got a rhythm going up top, up on that cushion. He has just pulled a full straightaway length over Dion Hindy, still running in second spot. Joe Gertie in third, Jack Hodenschild is fourth as the white flag comes out. One lap to go. Hodenschild wants that spot very badly. But remember, points are paid. That's how you start. And he wants to get that one more spot. It looks like he gets a good bite coming off of two. Loses a little bit of momentum.